We still have some people joining, but we're going to get started. I'm very happy to introduce Alex and John from the SimplyDepo team. Appreciative of them coming on as a Metro partner for Naturally New York and being really just very active in our community from the beginning. So thank you both so much for joining us today. Very excited to dive into more of the field's marketing sales strategies. And, for everyone that's in the room here, we are going to save some time for Q&A at the end of the call. But if you would like to drop any questions in the chat, we'll probably address them either in real time or save them to the end. And of course, you're always welcome to raise your hands and ask them directly. So without further ado, I'm going to pass it over to Alex and John and get started.
Thank you very much. Give me just a second. I will start sharing my slides. So please confirm that you can see them.
Yep.
Okay, amazing. So hello, everyone. Thank you very much for joining. This is super great to see so many people. So the quick introduction from my side. So I'm leading the SimplyDepo, right, as the CEO. So a couple of words about my background. So I'm actually a tech guy. So I'm working for more than 15 years in the tech industry, developing different B2C, B2B products for different markets. A lot of products I launched specifically for US. So my passion is about the software, about its usability, right, about its scale, that it has some influence on the market. And I believe this is also what I'm doing with SimplyDepo. But of course, I will talk a little bit more about SimplyDepo later and passing to John right now.
Hi, guys. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you, Adrian, for having us. My name is John. I'm working for two companies, actually, for SimplyDepo as account manager, where I help our customers with onboarding, with any assistance that I can provide. And also, I'm working for Ginger Labs at the same time as part-time field sales representative, when I'm trying to and helping them to improve their sales and ensuring quality of our mobile app as a SimplyDepo.
Okay, amazing. So also, guys, feel free to ask any questions on a go. So we would like to make this session like more conversational, right? Because everyone could have like a different experience about the field sales, right? A lot of insights. We will share our insights. We will share our perspective on the field sales and the field execution in general. So yeah, let's start. Let me to the next slide. Okay, so at first I would like to stop and talk about what kind of companies really benefit from field execution. And by field execution, so we mean it could be like sales people who are working in the field. It could be merchandising people. It could be also delivery representatives, etc. So SimplyDepo in particular, so focused and on the three main type of users, right? So this is brands, this is distributors, and this is startups. So why startups are a little bit on the side, I will explain. So brands and distributors, that means this is someone who already well established or already found its own product market fit, so he knows where to distribute, how to distribute, and how to scale. And the startups, this is someone who has a product, maybe no sales at all, or this is a distribution business also as the startup, who just would like to start growing. So these are the players who, from our perspective, will definitely benefit from field execution and field sales in particular. So let's talk a little bit about these players and what kind of thoughts that they might have when they're starting or when they're even considering to have a field sales. So first of all, of course, they're thinking about the cost. oh, should I spend money on this or not? Should I hire people or not? And that's normal questions, right? But in the end of the day, so everyone would like to do for their products a wholesale, right? So we cannot sell only direct to the customer and dealing with only with the small orders. So you would like to grow. So we believe that basically wholesale and the field execution, this is kind of like the combination to grow your business. Therefore, at some point, you will definitely need to consider it. Of course, some of the brands, they tend to, I would say, dream, right? Oh, I would like to show some traction with my product, and then I would like to give it for a distributor who will push it forward, like, you know, to the wider audience. This is also part of the strategy, but we are going to talk later today that this might be not the best way when you just, you know, give your product to someone, because you as the brand owner, you kind of think and you work on a product with all your heart, right? And when you just starting to grow your business, this is super crucial to really see like how your product is actually you know, displayed out there, how it worked, like entire sales process for your brand, for your product. And this is really important part when you're just starting. And I would say that you know, if you run the field sales, if you run merchandising, you really increase the chances for success, right? For success of your brand. Distributors, this is just a crucial part of their job. So they have to grow their customer network. They have to work productively, and they have to do, you know, it with the whole passion, with the speed, and with the certain order to be, you know, to be very well organized in this process. Right. So then also these parties, they're thinking, oh, okay, so I'm starting this business, but like how I'm going to manage it, right? So all of these topics are coming to their head, and it doesn't matter they started to do like the field sales or not. So they're thinking how I will combine my tools, you know, some Shopify or my CRM with field sales, because I want to know what is happening there. I want to know like how my people are working there in the field. And usually, so this is kind of an issue. This is the challenge. So you have to combine like a lot of solutions in order to streamline the process, in order to be able to monitor it, right? And that's usually challenging for you know, people who create brands. Some of them do not have a tech background, and all of these technologies could be really complicated, especially if some of the brand owners tend to try some legacy products, for example. I'm not going to talk about like other players on the market today, but imagine if you will take some 10 years old application for your disposal. So that would be quite challenging, because the standards in the tech industry, they're moving very fast. And, you know, it would be really different from what your experience, you know, on your, for example, your smartphone, because you will see that, oh, that's something complicated and heavy, and I tend to use, you know, some quite fast and quick tools, the same as in my smartphone. Okay, so then also the questions like how many of the salespeople and merchandisers should I have? So how to, you know, really guarantee that there will be the right performance in the field. So all of these questions, all of these topics are popping up, and it's usually like very tough to decide, like, should I invest to this or not? So I think it's from the very beginning, right? My recommendation would be, yes, you should. However, you should organize your process very smartly. And I recently checked one of the research. I'm not going to tell the name of the company. I can send it as the follow-up or the reference for that research. But it says that the most successful brands when they're starting, right? So they have from 250 to 1,000 customers, meaning like retail stores to whom they're selling their products. So this is the number, right? Or this is the range of the numbers which allows brands to stay flexible and to stay also responsive on the market, and but also already achieve the good level of the sales, right, and good presence on the market. So this is like a good number or good goal actually to put in front of yourself when you're considering to build your wholesale network and to build your field execution. All right, John, do you want to add anything at this point?
Of course, I would also like to emphasize the pretty obvious thing that offline retail, like field sales, won't disappear. They are with us forever. Even though if you have a successful brand with online sales, you still need to be in retail as well. And of course, especially in CPG. So also, without merchandising, without like visiting your stores, building relationship with each specific customer, I mean like retailer, it will be really hard for you to grow, to scale, and actually manage your retail chain. So I think that we also should remember that for startups, it's really important to start using something that will help them track their data, their activity, the history of their orders and visits from the day one. And that's what we in SimplyDepo are building, and it works. So we would like to share with you in our next 40 minutes what we can do.
Sure. Let's also play a little bit with this scare factor, but it's actually absolute truth. So when you have field execution, when you have salespeople or merchandising, this is actually helping to prevent or prevent a lot of possible issues. And John, maybe you will tell later more about this, right? But on the high level, so low stock. So when your people is out there, so you can track that much faster, right? So you can organize relationship and the proper reordering with your customers, very seamlessly. Right. So then when you have people on the field, right, so you can sell more because obviously people know you, so that you start to build that relationship, which John already mentioned. So this is also like a big plus. And without this, so again, you have lesser chances for success. So you also can monitor the product placement. So how your product is displayed on the shelf. Again, if you're not in the store, you don't know, maybe it was put somewhere far away, maybe it's, it's turned upside down, doesn't matter. So it's really big disadvantage if you're not controlling this. Lots of other things could also happen. So I think, let me move to the next slide. And I would like to tell a couple of words, like why do we know this? And so despite that SimplyDepo is the tech startup, so it's driven by the market insights. It's driven really by the needs of the brands, distributors, and more mature brands, or just the startups who are doing their first sales. So we're taking this data, we're taking this request from the market, and we're building like a really robust solution. But how everything started? Couple of words, and then John will continue. So the founder of SimplyDepo is also at first was the founder of GNGR. So GNGR, so if you're in New York, so you probably heard about this drink. So very nice, very great for your health. And when GNGR was launched in 2020, so it went through all of the challenges which some of you might have today or had before. So it was very tough in the beginning, right? What tools to use, right? Like nobody wanted to take you for the distribution, so they started to do their own self-distribution, right? And only by achieving certain numbers it was possible already to enable GNGR to the larger distribution network. So GNGR went through all of these, and this is where the idea of the SimplyDepo also was born. But I will give the word to John to share his experience with GNGR and some insights. So John, please go ahead.
Yep, so my story with GNGR started about a year ago. So I was lucky enough to start working with their team, with Namik and Ivan. And it was pretty challenging for me at the beginning because I had no experience in field sales for this specific product and type of the product. So the long story short, the SimplyDepo already existed at that point when I joined the Ginger Labs, and I was given an instruction. So Namik just told me, hey, John, there is a route for you for about 100 customers. You need to visit them all. You need to use SimplyDepo app, take the picture, talk to the manager, like take some notes, take their names, collect the information, store it. And also one more thing, that you need to achieve like 100 sold cases per week. So I thought about myself, oh, okay, I will try to do that. Yeah, I would say that I nervous at the beginning. So, but I started doing my job. So I started visiting those stores. And of course, at the end of the week 1, I failed my goal to achieving like 100 cases. I sold around like 30 cases maybe. Then next week, like week number 2, it was a little bit better, like around 40 cases sold. But during these 2 weeks, I was collecting the data. So I was like grabbing the information about each specific customer, taking the picture, how the product looks like on the shelf, and getting better and better in terms of understanding the product, how to sell it, and how to talk with people in each specific retailer stop. So on the week 3, I actually discovered that I am like revisiting the stores that I visited like 2 weeks ago. So I already had an information about the customer, the photos of the product, how it looks like, and I started visiting them again, and like it was really good for me to have that information because I already had a strategy. What should I do? So for example, it's a common case when you go to the store and even you are sure that your product sells really good in that specific store, but the store owner or the manager, he may be not in the mood. He'll just tell you, oh, your product doesn't sell good, it's slow. But then I just go to our mobile app, see the results, the previous stocks from my previous visit. Like I seen that it was like 6 cases, and now I see that only 1 case is left on the shelf. I will say, hey, like Bob or whatever, take a look in this. I see that product sells really good there. So why don't we give it another order? So just to make sure that you won't be like low stock or something. So in that case, it helped me a lot to build my communication even before I visited the store again. And it's really helpful. Just 100 stores, it's pretty a lot. So it means like at least 100 names you need to remember. So when I go to the store, I'm taking the name of the manager I need to talk to. I will take some notes about him or something. So for example, if I see that if I hear that he is busy or something, I will note it, what specific time he is busy, and I will visit him when it's more appropriate, right? So through maybe like on the week number 5, I achieved my goals. I was selling more than 100 cases, and my personal high score was around 76 cases per day. So I was able to achieve it with the help of SimplyDepo app that I used. And that's, for me, it's really good thing that without an experience, but with using the correct tool, I was able to improve my performance in the field, build strong relationship with those customers, and improve the sales. So that was like the main goal, right? And after that, I was like also sharing some insights with Ivan, the founder of SimplyDepo. So I was sharing like my thoughts, what can be improved for a mobile app, and all those things. So I was also like hired to work with them as the first like a sales representative, and then as an account manager. So yeah, I experienced it by myself. I see how SimplyDepo works, how it helps, and we already have happy customers who share the same thoughts, that storing the data, collecting it, really helpful in terms of growing, scaling your retail network, especially independent retail network as we have it here in New York City. So yeah, that's my story. That's how it helped me, and that's how it helps other brands.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that's really interesting story. And couple of words about the SimplyDepo. I will continue. So it's not like average product. Obviously, I represent the company and I'm thinking that this is the best product in the world. But however, it's created by the people from the CPG industry, right? It's created from the many pains which the founder of the company noticed it on the market. And so in general, the wholesale industry and the field sales, right? So field execution, it's really outdated in US, and it has also a lot of issues all over the world. So it really needs digitalization. So we see a lot of still, outdated processes, like when people are ordering through WhatsApp or still even like pen and paper. So and this is take so much time and effort. So that is why, like, was creating SimplyDepo. So the idea was to really change the way, right, how the small and medium wholesale businesses are working, right, how they operate, and to make their life easier, to increase their chances for success and increase their sales. And our goal is really to become a top of the mind software, right? So when you're thinking, oh, okay, so I'm starting business, I would like to grow my business, or I'm already kind of established one. So what I have to use in order to really have everything in one place, to have like to have e-commerce part, right, to have CRM, to have the field execution. And this is our goal, to be that solution when people will really appreciate. And every day we continue to work on the different features, right, based on the feedback of our customers, or by the way, from all of these groups. We have brands, we have distributors, we have startups, like, right, brand startups. So therefore, really so many tiny things which will really make your life easier. So yeah, let's move forward to the next slide. So today also we would like to share a little bit of the demo, right? How really the platform look like. Just a few minutes about some most crucial, I think, steps which you might have during the field execution, right? When you're really working in the city. And by the way, so I would like to highlight that most of the brands probably for attending this webinar, so they might be from New York. And this is so great, like when you start in the brand in the big city, just because of the amount of these small corner shops, right, mom and pop stores, and the diversity of the consumers, right, so many different nationalities, tastes, and etc. So you can really try your product from the like various angles, right? So you can track it, you can analyze your data and understand like all of the pros and cons of your product and how to sell it better and where to sell it better. So therefore, like New York is an amazing place to start business, I believe, and especially to start the field execution. All right, John. So should I stop sharing and you will
No, I would also like to add and give a little bit more information about GNGR and their success stories. So as Alex mentioned, they started in 2020 during the COVID, and it was pretty hard for them to find a distributor that will serve them well and will help them to grow. So what they decided to start their self-distribution. They started doing it by themselves, like they scale it to around 300 retailers, like independent stores, like convenience stores, bodegas, etc. And at that time, they were using SimplyDepo. So it helped them to grab all the information necessary for their distributor just to make their positions before they start negotiation with their distributor much better. So they grabbed all the data, passed it to the distributor, distributors saw it, and it helped them start their cooperation. So even though now Ginger Labs has a distributor, they have around like 1,200 stores here in New York City. They still use SimplyDepo for managing their retailers because sometimes distributors not always care about your product because they have around like 100 other products in their catalog. So you still need to be a presence in your chain, right? So you need to send your field salespeople so they can do some merchandising. They can talk to the retailers, to store owners, share the experience, and that's what we do in SimplyDepo. We give you the tool where you as a brand owner can see what's going on with your product. You can track all the information. You can react immediately, and that's how GNGR uses it as well. So yeah. Also, I would like to mention that our like SimplyDepo system stands in 2 pillars. So the first one is a web application for you as a business owner, where you can track all the information, what's going on with your product in the field. And the second one is a mobile app for your salespeople that they use like daily. They placing orders, taking pictures, and that's what I'm about to show you. So I propose us to do a little bit role play. So Alex, you will be as a brand owner, as my manager, as my boss, and I will be your salesperson who works in the field. So just give me a moment. I will start sharing my phone screen. Yes. Please confirm that I'm actually sharing it.
Yes.
Yes, so this is our SimplyDepo app. The first thing I see after I open the app, this is my dashboard with my activity, with my visits, with my cases sold. But I would like to emphasize that this is demo profile. So there's like a lot of dummy information. So let's proceed. Here we see our activity. Here we see our customers. We can see them on a list or on a map as well. Very easy and comfortable. The next step is our products, where I see some information about the products, its stock, discounts, prices, etc. Order step, will let me know my recent orders, their status, if they are paid or unpaid. So that's what I was talking about. When you go to the store, you already know. So for example, if I see that this guy ordered from me maybe like a week ago and the order is still undelivered or unpaid, I already know how to start my conversation. So of course, I won't pitch him like a new order. I will make sure that his previous order was successful and he is happy about it. So the main tab is our routes tab. Here we see two options, like my routes that I can create based on my assigned customers, and assigned routes. So it means that these routes were assigned to me by Alex. So we see that I have 4 routes. One is active, and here it is. So I already finished like 18 stops. I can check them on a map. So that's how it is. And let's go back to the list mode. Stop number 18. So here we see that this store doesn't have any pending orders. I can give them a call to make sure that the manager, the contact is in the store before I give him a visit. If I click on the start button, it will open me my navigation tool. So it will lead me to the store in the most efficient way. And after I'm physically in the store, I will click check-in button. So then application will start recording my activity during my visit. So here we have a couple options. So I can add the photo of the product, and like also my flow when I'm visiting stores for GNGR is very simple. So you go to the store, first you need to find the product on the shelf, take a picture of it before your visit, and after you do some merchandising, like make your product looks really nice, make sure that the product is not somewhere at the back, and like your competitors are not trying to do some tricks with your product. And I will put some promos. That's it. After that, I will take a picture of the product, leave some comments, for example, like no competitors, or I don't know, different situations I can mention during my visit. So after that, I will save it, and Alex will be informed about it, and he can see my activity once again. So let's do that. I will start adding the photo, but of course I'm not in the store right now, so I will grab one from my gallery. So here I will take this picture. So let's imagine that I just took it, and here we see our product. I will use this photo. We see ginger shots on the shelf, and here I need to select what product I would like to mention in this post. And I have a couple options. So for example, I see in the picture that this product is on a promotion. It has marketing materials, and I can also mention how many total units I see on the shelf. So the next time I visit the store, I will have better understanding how the product is selling there. So here I will mention like 3 cases of this flavor, if I remember correctly, and 3 of this. And we see that the vitamin C is missing. So what I'm gonna do, I will just click reorder required, and leave some notes. Like for example, we see that there is no competition. Competition, yeah. And I can also leave some text like perfect shelf. So later I can find this post, or Alex can find this post and use it for our social media, just to boast how good our product is. I will click submit, and that's it. Photo was added. I can review it, and I can also see my previous photos, but this is like a new account. So that's gonna be like my first visit, right? Let's go back. Here I already have a contact name. I can add more contacts. So for example, if there is a guy responsible for delivery, I will mention his name. If not, I will add some accounting name. Very easy for me to store all the information. And let's imagine the next situation, that I see that the product is out of stock and the manager would like to place an order with me. So I will click direct order. Here I will select the product I would like to send him later, and let's do like 2 cases for this, 2 cases for these. and add it to cart. So here, it's very easy for me to see the prices, to see available discounts, and I can apply one. So for example, if I click discounts and click on manufacturer, or actually I will do like total order discounts, 10%. Set this discount, that's it. I can also add some notes to my to delivery guy, so he know some specific like hours when he should deliver this product, and I can add a fulfill by date as well. So when I'm ready to place the order, I can either send the email to the customer, so he will receive the payment link where he can pay the order right away, or I can just keep it for myself and do it like with a delivery, like cash on delivery, payment, etc. So I will place order, but before that, application will ask me, my customer, to actually leave his signature. So later, like we can add it to their invoice to make it a little bit more official. So the order was placed. We can see it here. Green circle symbolizes that this order is pending. So that's how easy it is for me to manage this customer. After I'm done, I will just click checkout. That's it. And I will go to the next customer. So what I wanted to tell that merchandising is really, really important, because there were many situations when I go to the store and I see that we have product there, but the product is somewhere in the back and it's expired because, I don't know, maybe manager in the store or our competitors just move it behind, right? And it's invisible, and then your like store owner will start complaining about your product, that it's slow, but you know that your product sells really good when it has better positions, right? So in that way, as I said before, you need to analyze what you do. And with SimplyDepo, as we did at GNGR, we have like weekly meetings where we go through all the data that we got in the field, filter all the tags, mentioning the problems, fixing them, and that's it. That's how we managing our existing customers and able to grow our network of the retailers. So that's the story. Alex, now as my manager, you can also share your screen and show how it looks like on your backend or on your end. And yep.
Let's check. So thank you very much. And I would like to quickly highlight that the experience for the salespeople and merchandisers, right? So it's fully customizable. So you can give the rights for them to give a discounts or not, to make orders or not. So it's really, really flexible. So a couple of words about the SimplyDepo platform. I'm not going to dive into that. So right now I'm on dashboard. You have business health here. So you could filter it with the various of ways. So you see all of the orders which are coming right now, and I already see the order which John or Danny, right? You used the name Danny. Already did different kind of promotions, and as you can see, so I have the activity log, which is really showing how my salespeople, my merchandisers are working in the field, right? So you can easily check like, okay, this is the picture, this is how my product looked like, so perfect shelf, amazing. So I would just reply to him, so nice job, because I really like what he did, and we will continue basically working on the next stores. So one of the insights, one of the features which our users really appreciate, so they really saying that this system, right, this framework of different tags and comments and pictures are giving them kind of an eye what is happening out there. Right, so we with SimplyDepo, and for you, like it doesn't matter like what even tool you're using, but it's super important that you as the business owner, you're able to see how your product working. You have to have a transparency on the process. Then you have to have the right tools for your people, right, for your salespeople and merchandisers to perform, and you also have to give the right and convenient experience for your retailers, you know, to make the reorders, and all of these SimplyDepo is capable to do in a very efficient way. So yeah, that's the quick thing which I wanted to show you over here. So yeah, let me switch back to our slides. So John, please confirm that you can see it.
Yep, I can see it. I hope others can see as well.
Amazing. So, and we are coming actually to the final messages, right, of this presentation. So, of course, we spoke about the field execution, about field sales. We spoke a lot about SimplyDepo itself. So, we would like to see like everyone, of course, as our customers. However, I said earlier that we've been in the shoes, right, of the startupper, right? When you just need to push your product, you don't have like a high budgets, etc. So therefore, SimplyDepo is super open to help everyone on the market. And we have like a freemium model. Basically, you can start using the entire platform with all the functionality for free until you will process 500 orders. And believe me, when you will do already 500 orders, that means that you already know something, how to sell your product, and the traction will be really visible. So therefore, this is like the booster for your business, and I'm super open to give you more information to try it, right? To tell you more about the product and really check if it fits your needs. And I'm sure it will fit. But let's talk about a couple of the key statements, right, about the field execution in general. So once again, you have to grow your customer base and you have to maintain it. Interesting fact, by the way, John. So how many stores you did in the very beginning, and what is the optimal amount of the stores which you can visit per day?
So in my own experience, I was visiting around 20, 25, sometimes 30 stores per day. And my colleagues from other brands also like say that it takes them like maybe 20 stores a day. So I think that this is the optimal number here, at least in New York City.
Yeah, I see. So therefore, we put here like that each sale representative can handle from 100 to 150 stores. So imagine like your the size of your connections, right? So this is like a really big amount which you can do in a week. And what if you have like a full-time person? This is just amazing, right? So you can really visit each store like 2 times a month and have a very productive cooperation with them, right? So then you have to enable like easy online orders, right? And when you will give the opportunity for your retailers to work with you, you know, not even like physically face-to-face, but also quickly order some stuff online, this is actually can even increase the amount of sales, because people tend to buy more when they're in the online store, right? So then tools, right? Maybe you use Excel sheets, maybe something else, but definitely you need digitalization, because this is how you collect data. This is how you can analyze your data, how you perform. and this will definitely help you to move faster. So no recommendation, no need to use pen and paper anymore. You have to maintain relationship, like a personalized relationship with the retailer. Then it's really help again to sell more and to have the best product placement and to have like really open collaboration with them. So, and none of the competitors maybe even will enter the same store because you have a great relationship with the specific store owner. Another thing, you have to prioritize merchandising, right? Because this is what I just told, that even if you don't sell your product, but you just work on the proper display of your product, that's helping a lot. So you can again do like a very good job for your brand by doing that. So try to streamline the entire process so that you will not overcomplicate everything what you do. So it should be really easy for you. This is crucial. So therefore, whatever tools you're choosing, so think about yourself first of all, that it should be really comfortable for you. John, do you want to continue with other statements? Because like I'm just quickly mentioning them, explaining a little bit more insights.
Yeah, so one thing I would like to add that as far as I know, brand entrepreneurs like startups, usually they are pretty overwhelmed with processes like co-packing, this and that. And at the same time, they want to know what's going on with their like child, right? With their product in each specific store. So we have cases when a person starting using SimplyDepo, just hiring one sales guy who will use our apps, go from store to store, taking pictures, and you as a business owner don't have to visit them physically every time. You can do your business, you can do like all the things necessary to grow and scale your brand itself, right? But at the same time, you will be able to see what's going on in the field. And with SimplyDepo, you can easily manage your sales team, your sales sales guy, and you can see how effective he is. You can give him some advices. You can react, and I think that's the best thing about SimplyDepo for startups, as Alec mentioned before, about our freemium model. So yeah, I see we have a question.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sure. Yeah, we do have a question. So I will read it. So my business is producing natural fruit, vegetables, and herb juices without preservatives and additives and no sugar. So how can I grow my business with a short shelf life? Good question. Thank you very much. And so I believe like GNGR, this is also the product which have to be refrigerated, right? So this is quite more complicated, let's say, way of distributing your product. However, like the concept remain almost the same when you're working with the shelf-stable product or let's say like the short life products, right? So you still need to establish the proper chain and the proper process when you work with, let's say at first with the 10 stores, because you're just starting, so you cannot guarantee the fast and delivery, to all of them. So start with small, start growing your network, start covering like one district where like most of the people, right? So I think that would be the solution for you. And then over the time, when you can already expand it and establish more mature processes, so you can start growing more. John, can you add a little bit about the, specifically being in the store when you're distributing this kind of product?
Yeah, of course. So for example, when you have a product with a short date, like short shelf life, you would like to visit your stores more often. So for example, with us, it's easy for you to see when this store was visited last time. You can set some sort of a reminder or a task to visit. For example, I go to the store, right? I'm selling your juices and vegetables, and I place the order today. So at the same time, I will set myself a task in my app that visit the store again in 3 days or 4 days or 5 days, just to check the merchandising, talk to the guy, and make sure that everything is okay, that your product is in a good place, it's not spoiling, right? And in that way, you can manage this specific customer and others as well. So as I said before, presence, especially for startups, is really important. So yeah, that's how you can scale and track what's going on.
Yeah,
Another
thank
question.
you. Thank you. So yeah, we have a comment from Antoinette, so who is our customer. So thank you very much for the kind words. Yeah, I'm looking forward to talk with you next week because we are super open to help each of our customers by really adjusting the platform for their specific needs. So like preparing something interesting for Antoinette. So see you next week. And the next question, so do you have recommendations of sales teams currently using the software that we can speak to about
Yes.
doing the field sales? Yeah, John, please go ahead.
Yeah, so if you are asking if I got your question correctly, so if you're asking about our happy customers, you can talk to Antoinette. We can also like give you another referrals to our customers, and they will share their success story as well. So yeah, I think and I hope that I answer your question.
Yeah, hopefully. So yeah, to wrap up, basically the message about SimplyDepo. So we are really creating this product, you know, with the thought of our customers, right? So it's very easy to use. It's the same as you will open any simple application on your phone, and it's very easy to onboard, right? But it gives you so much power, right, to move forward, to move faster, and to sell more. And we're running a lot of initiatives also around the SimplyDepo. So for example, like by growing our customer base, we're also tend to create like the closed community of the distributors of the food services companies, and obviously with brands as well, where this would be the place, the room for them to find each other, because this is the struggles from both sides, right? So brands are looking for the distribution, looking for companies who can buy them, who can do the wholesale with them, and those guys are looking for the great products, and sometimes it's very hard to reach each other. So we have like a bunch of plans, and we're starting doing these specific connections. And John, yeah, I will give you the word. I noticed you wanted to add something.
It looks like now I understand better the question from the Brian. Yes, Brian. So we have some companies that can do sales for other brands. Let's have a quick chat after this call so we can discuss it later. Because
sure.
it's as Alex mentioned before, it's also like a tool for a merchandising team. So you don't need to be a distributor or brand. You can also be a merchandiser who will use SimplyDepo, who will share their results of their work with their customers, and will ensure how good they work for their customers, as I said before.
Yeah. All right. So I will switch to the last slide, which is saying thank you very much for everyone for joining this conversation. Thank you very much for the questions. Thank you very much for Naturally New York to give us an opportunity to talk about this topic and to share some insights, right? And to present our product. This is important for us because, as I will repeat again, our goal and our mission, we would like to help all of those brands and distributors who are growing, who would like to deliver like a great product to the consumers, and we believe that we are making the life much easier for those guys.
Truly impressive. Thank you so much, Alex and John, again for your time today. SimplyDepo, Ginger Labs, love you guys so much. Following this call, we will be sharing a recording of the session in addition to their contact information, presentation, and some additional info. So, and also a Calendly link to schedule meetings with them directly. So definitely encourage you all to take advantage of that opportunity. But, you know, if not in the given window, feel free to reach out and I'm sure they're happy to still schedule some more time with you. Thank you all again for your time today. Have a wonderful day.